3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, it's great to see you. I hope you're well. It's Monday night, it's 7 o'clock UK time, and that means only one thing. You're watching the Monday Club. It's a great online model rail community where all are welcome. Come and enjoy the fun, the news, the banter, and more. We've got Topsy Toaster. We've got the
Quacking Scotsman.
The Quacking Scotsman, yes. It takes a while to work out what on earth Zoe's doing here. And we've got Gandalf. We've got Gronks has gone away to Sandwich for the weekend. So he will be back probably later on. He's got to swing by Bredbury to pick up some extra fine wholemeal loaf to toast. So we've got Robert Becking, Summer Breeze Model Railway, Flammer Channel 1, Simon Trains Model Railway, RG Models 86, JTG Werewolf, Kumpenkur Model Railway, Joshua W 5621, Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath, Ed Sutherland, Ham Shackleton, Mr. Pal, that's Mr. Pal to you, Hunslet 37 Dave, Andy Fry's Junction, Anthony Awesome Bricks, Jordan Hunter, Ben Tullett, Zantac, Caroline Rogers, Marcus Muggins, Harry Sedgwick, Richard Swiderski, Stefan Svensson, Sarah Davis 74. Woohoo! Great to see you. Not seen you in for a while, but I hope you are well. DJK 666 has crumpets. Try them fried in butter until crispy. Oh, that's a bit decadent. Peachy TT 120. Great to see you this evening. Anyone else? Farquhar's Scottish impersonation of our Craig. Oh, don't get Craig started. Tim Railway says, why you got the phone? Well, that's because we may get phone calls as we go through. So... Oh. Hello? Oh, hello, Charlie. Charlie at Chadwick Model Railway. Great to hear from you. Yeah. Yeah, it is the Monday Club, but yeah, what are you after? What do you mean? Mental peace for all those awards. Yeah. Okay, look, you take care. See you later. Bye. Werther's Originals, anybody?
Welcome to the Monday Club, your online model rail club for all the news, gossip, layout tours and more with your host, broadcaster and model maker, Jennifer Kirk.
So, welcome back. Just heard actually it's gone a little bit jittery. Maybe Charlie had his scissors on the taut string.
Snip, snip.
Yes. Maybe he knows that we've got his secret stash of Werther's Originals. So don't tell Charlie, otherwise he'll be ringing up demanding to know why we've got his Werther's. But there we are. Anyway, what have we got in the news?
Well, the first big news is that the wonderful Sir Les Cliff has had his birthday this week.
Oh yes, Sir Les of Cliff has turned 70.
17 again.
And the other 17. and another 17. Another 17 as well.
So I believe there is a song about this.
Yes, there is.
And it goes a little bit like...
Happy birthday to you. Squash tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you. So big happy birthday to Les Cliff, who wears 70 today.
Later this week.
later this week. So there we are. I don't think he's in it. Like, no, not now, Les. Back in the Jab Light Whittling dungeon.
Yeah, it's on your birthday. Yeah, you get some air on your birthday.
So yeah, what else have we got in the news?
There's a fair few things.
There
We've
are a few
heard
things.
that Blackpool Council is being a bit of a bunch of numpties.
Yeah, the story is going round on media and such like that Blackpool Council want to demolish Tramtown, which I think is the Heritage Tram Depot.
Yeah.
And get rid of it and get rid of the heritage trams on the tramway. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Blackpool for me is defined by 4 different things. The tower, obviously, the illuminations, the piers, and the trams, particularly those balloon trams, and at the time of the illuminations, the really fancy illuminated trams. Things like they had the space rocket, I remember, also one that was lit up like an old Wild West train, and there were quite a few others as well from what I remember. Yeah, Simon Trains Mother Railway, Blackpool turning its back on its heritage, disgusting.
It's atrocious, it really is.
A blue A4 running, says Peter Jackson Chidley.
It's not.
It's one of the experimental purple ones. That's the new one that I got from Sawyer Models with my Christmas money.
What's the other big blue one?
The other big blue one going round.
Yes. The big blue and yellow one.
Oh, the yellow one. And also, it's a Santa Fe, I think it's a GP7 or something like that. I'm not big on... They all look the same to me. But one of the Monday Clubbers, very, very kindly at the Rattery Small Train Show, very kindly gave me one of the Bachmann models and said, here you are, see what you can do with this. Well, as you can see, running on the layout tonight, it is running like a champ. I mean, it might as well have a chassis made of depleted uranium. It's that heavy. It really is a unit, an absolute unit. And
if they told you they just used a shrink ray on the actual train, you would have believed them.
Yeah. Richard Swiderski says, watch out for the rivet counters, Jenny. Yes, I'm sure that they will be along. I think you'll find...
Hornby, I need a reissue of that police locomotive that you put out. I need it in an obnoxious colour with the words Rivet Police down the side.
What about like pink with yellow spots?
Yes.
With Mr. Blobby hanging out of the cab going, blobby.
Rivet counting constables.
I think, to be honest, a rivet detective van's always good fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, right, SHGP Media, just seeing the name go up. Shaky Hand Shed Model Railway says, Blackpool isn't the Blackpool I remember. It's a third world hovel nowadays. Even the Scots are stopping going. Yeah, to be honest...
Last time we were there, it looked run down.
It did, actually, but that wasn't during illuminations.
But here's the thing. Do you think it's going to get better or worse by removing something that gets the tourists and people coming to the town?
I don't know the reason that they've given to actually wanting to do this. It just seems utterly weird. Why would you go, oh, let's just destroy our heritage. Let's get rid of one of the big draws for tourists to come to Blackpool. But, you know, it's... when you go to a place like Skeggy Vegas, that suffers the same. Unfortunately, a lot of the British seaside towns struggle because it's so inexpensive to go abroad these days.
Yes, it is.
That's part of the issue.
It's a big part. Let's not beat about the bush. And people voted with their wallets years ago. Yeah,
and I suppose part of the issue is that the UK is an expensive place to go on holiday in.
Yep.
And that doesn't matter whether you actually live here or whether you're coming here from abroad. It is quite expensive. And so from people who are already here's point of view, you could easily end up spending the same kind of money to have a week in Blackpool as it would cost you to have a week somewhere like south of France or Italy.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the things that is making things struggle. Griffey says, are they knocking a lot of it down? So I'm just trying to read it, but the cupboard monkey keeps putting stuff up over the top. They're knocking loads of it down, so I guess some big building land banker has made them a deal.
Yes.
We did wonder.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if someone said, look, we need some houses. Andy Burnham said we need houses.
Yeah, but why there?
Actually, Andy Burnham wouldn't have any say because it's Blackpool, it's not part of Manchester.
But Mr. Belmosson has given $5 on the super chats. It's a great way to start the week. All good. Vib, I can't read anymore because the cupboard monkey is still putting things over the top. All good vibes. Thanks. So
there's
thank
a reason
you so
this
much.
is up there.
Right. Yes. So we're going to the next big announcement. So today we have had an announcement of quite a comprehensive tooling suite for a never-before issued wagon. So I'm going to bring up on your laser display screens the all-new EFE rail exclusive. What's wrong?
I'm pointing to it. There, look, there.
That's just weird.
It was part of a joke. It didn't really land.
Joke. Humour. Appropriate response. Laugh. Right, anyway. So there we go. These are the V4 diagram Northeastern Railway veranda brake vans. These were the first to feature a steel chassis, and TMC did drop some hints earlier on about wood on top, steel on the bottom, and actually it was, I think everybody pretty much guessed it. So we've got different pictures here. But it's an incredible tooling suite. This is continuing their partnership with EFE Rail, who are doing the BZ six-wheel mail coach for them. Brake coach. And this does look to be something pretty comprehensive. So we've got 8 different versions are being offered. 4 of them for the Northeastern Railway period, 2 for the LNER period, and 2 for the BR period. These did last all the way through. And we've got 7 different body detail differences, plus 2 different chassis detail differences. There is an RRP. We're looking at £45.95 RRP each.
But seeing this detail, that's not bad.
Yeah, like when you look at this. So we're looking on the CADs here, and you can see it highlights all the different parts in different colours. So you're getting a sense of just how many individual parts are going into these. They're incredibly well detailed. And they've also got lamps on the side. I'm not sure whether they're going to be working or dummy. Peter Jackson Chill Heath actually asked, I wonder how they put the lamps above the lookout window.
Probably a lamp bracket on top of the window. In fact, yeah, I can see it there. Lamp bracket.
Possibly. I don't.
So that's the bracket that it's.
No,
that.
that's the bracket on
no,
the
that.
Emperor.
Oh, good grief! Yeah,
I don't know.
That.
I don't know. So this is great. And can we go back to the underframe?
It doesn't show you without the one.
There. So look at all those separately fitted parts on the underside of these. There's a huge amount of detail. It all appears to be coming factory fitted. So this is what we really need. I've said long and long about all these pre-grouping locomotives that are getting released. Really pretty locomotives, and then nothing really for them to pull. We get all of the pretty pre-grouping private owner wagons, but the most important thing is the bit that goes on the other end of the train. So finally, we've got a Northeastern Railway brake van. This will pair quite well with the Northeastern Railway 20-ton hoppers that were produced by Accurascale. So if you've bought into those, bought some of the Northeastern Railway liveried ones, or even the LNER liveried ones, or the BR liveried ones, we have got a great range here to round off your train. So
I'm very impressed, I have to admit.
Yeah, I am as well. So, full range. I haven't seen when they're... I'm just looking for Peachy TT120, seeing if he's going to enlighten us. But I haven't seen yet where the actual projected release date is. I'm just looking down. This is going to be further Northeastern Railway announcements planned in the new year.
Oh, nice. So this isn't the end. This isn't the end of it. This is the start.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
they're
probably even more
hinting that there's
interesting.
going to be other wagons to go with it. Bro Toys channel says, "Hi Jenny and Zoe, I'm happy to say after a whole year we finally have my 00 Hornby layout back in my train room. Now it needs lighting and backdrops." Brilliant.
Fantastic news.
Absolutely.
Right,
Jerry
that down.
BVR says, "I don't understand the obsession with underbody detail no one will ever see. Just more bits to I'm assuming fall off. But again, the cupboard monkey
I'm
changes.
trying my best to do stuff here. Just more bits to break. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I kind of
You can
disagree.
see some of it. It's a difficult one. I think if they didn't include it, you'd get the usual people moaning. But if you like that fourth one there, you can see. In fact, there the side on. We want
expected late 2026. There
so
you go.
late 2026. It looks like we're going to get. So if we just bring up the side on picture, and I'm going to bring that up on the big screen. And it's quite interesting. These are really short. They evolved into the Toad B, which became one of the LNER standard vans. But they are a really dinky little thing. Can we go back to that? There's a prototype picture on the TMC website. So there, really dinky little thing. Huge treads on those tyres. But yeah, so thank you so much. The other release that's we've got a bit of detail from TMC is their wheel cleaner, and this is a powered wheel cleaner. So you put your locomotive on, and it's got like brushes. So I'm going to just bring that up on the screen, and I think the idea is that you put this on your track. I can see the little cutouts either end, which allows that to fit over existing track, and then you just put your locomotive on, run it up, and it cleans the wheels with the
I like the
bristles.
spaces to
Yeah.
clip onto the edges.
Available in, I believe, N-Gauge, TT120, also 00, and O-Gauge by the looks of things. But of course, remember, the 00 and HO the same. TT3, TT120, HOM, all the same spacing. N-Gauge 009, HOE, same spacing. So these really are quite versatile. So there you go. Right. So that's the bulk of the news.
I was just going to be looking at the moment to see if there's any prices on that as well. I don't see them on the on the website. I'm looking on the press release now.
Can we actually? So we're just bringing out the press release.
All I want to do is find the price, because that's going to be something that people ask for. You can go on to the next thing if you'd like.
Yeah, it's just you keep covering the chat.
I know. I'm trying my best.
Yeah. Griffey says just scratches the wheels, makes them get dirtier quicker. Just my opinion. I would tend to agree with you on that. But prices, I've got prices here. O-Gauge twin pack, you saw that, basically one under each power bogie on something like a diesel, $59.99. O-Gauge twin pack with spacers, $74.99. O-Gauge 4-pack with spacers, $129.99. This goes down to NTT narrow gauge, $22.75. 00HOS ON 30, $23.95. Replacement brushes for all scales available for $19.95.
So
Right.
There you go. Not a bad price if it's what you're looking for.
Have to agree, Anthony says Richard Knowles. I'm trying to see. Rails has some very nice TT120 decorated samples of the DMU and Deltics. Yes, Hellion did their day at Rails, and they brought with them some samples, really interesting looking samples of the TT120 Deltic, and it really does look good.
Oh,
Peachy TT120 says, Jenny, these are a softer brush, spare brushes available. That's good to know, because one of my big bugbears, I do warranty repairs for a manufacturer. And one of the things that we seem to be getting sent back are locomotives where people have used very aggressive wire brushes to clean the wheels, and it's actually stripped and gouged the electroplating
I
off
saw one of
and
them.
ruined the wheels.
It looked like they'd just gone at it with a Brillo pad.
Worse than that, it looked like they'd actually run it on a dreadnought file. So it's good to know that they're a much more sympathetic bristle. And I think that's important. The Trix one that I've seen around is far too aggressive, and all it's good for is destroying wheels. So good to hear that these are a lot less aggressive.
Good.
Big hello to Scanman. Great to see you. Hope you are well, coming in from Billings, Montana.
And
so
good to talk to you over the weekend as well.
Absolutely. Great to talk on the phone and hopefully catch up this weekend as well. We've also got coming up the Amherst Model Railroad show in the US. And I know that Robert Steers with Roker Prototype Models will be there. And James Regier and Sir Ken of Patterson. Big up to the What's Neat This Week posse. Will all be likely to be there. Now, Ken actually had some, I think we talked about this in passing, the fire in his model railway room.
Yes.
And I think it's not 100% certain what caused that, but it just goes to show people get a smoke alarm fitted, particularly in places where there is a risk of combustion. And you think about the foams and the glues and the paints, it's well worth getting something like a smoke detector in your railway room, because I believe that on his CCTV, the fire was burning for around 20 minutes before he discovered it.
I would say there are three most important things. If you have a model railway or a model of anything that's your hobby and your pride and joy, you need three things.
Yes.
A smoke alarm.
Yes.
A fire extinguisher.
Yes.
And insurance.
Absolutely.
Because imagine how much that's going to cost to rebuild.
And he was very, very lucky. He had the fire extinguishers, and they did a super job actually getting that out. And he's already well on into the rebuild. Peter Jackson Cheadle here says, note to Zoe, it's the IPMS show at Bolton Stadium this coming Sunday, the 25th of January, in case you're interested.
Not only am I interested, if we're available, something model show. It's at the what used to be the Reebok.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah. Sarah Hall 6208 says same for DJ gear. Richard Grutas, fire and kitchen. We've got a really big fire extinguisher in our kitchen.
We should really have one up here as well. So imagine what would happen if you had to run and get that. Yeah,
a Xantec, yes. Fuses or breakers on the main power bus, so if it derails, it kills the current. Yeah, absolutely. I've got the DCC Concepts Aegis system, and that does the job really, really well. Yeah. International Plastic Modelers Society, says
that was it. Thank you.
Media.
That was it.
Excellent. Dundas Junction Model Arda R. James says, I do not use foam on my layout. It's interesting actually seeing the video from Sir Ken of Patterson, how quickly the foam's like building jobs where, if you have foam insulation on the walls, in the ceiling.
We all do.
Yeah. And I think it is quite worrying that how combustible some of this stuff is. I've got a big red off panic switch, says Ham Shackleton, by the door too, so if anything goes wrong, bang, and everything is off. It's probably as well.
That sounds like a really good thing.
Somebody said it's buffering, but we appear to be, we're 5x5 all in the green here, and it's not saying we've dropped any frames.
No, we did drop frames before we went to the the intro, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Vicky Lawler says reptile heat lamps can be dangerous if not used properly. Yeah, a lot of these things, even toasters. Sorry, Topsy, but even toasters, should not be using these things unattended. So what are we looking at? You've just.
I know what I've done, Jen. I'm doing something important.
Okay.
Checking on the stream health.
Okay.
You're very quick to jump in on me.
Yeah, because suddenly I can't read the comments.
Great for you. Everything says it's fine. Stream health It's healthy.
Yeah, extreme health is very healthy. So my internet is having an off day.
Looks like ours is.
Ours does all the time. James Pett says we have a dropout of 10 to 20 seconds about a minute ago. Oh my word.
That's why I went to check the stream health.
Weird, it's telling us that we're not.
Yes.
Weird. Dundas Junction model R. James says, I have 2 model smoke detectors in our lower level train room. I think it's very, very wise. Very, very wise. And yeah, Jennifer Horton says miniature Wunderland has to use fire retardant materials. Yeah, it's very, very wise. And I must admit, after Sir Kenneth Patterson had his mishap down in the What's Neat This Week modelling basement, it has made me rethink the use of things like jab light. I must actually, I want to actually give the stuff a flame test. I'm going to take an offcut of jab light outdoors and just see how easy it is to light and how quickly it burns.
I can guarantee it's very easy to light.
Hmm?
I'm pretty sure we've put flakes and offcuts from various projects on our stove before, our wood burner stove.
Well, yeah, it's just like, you know, if you drop a match on it, if you, you know, waft it with flame, if you drop like hot solder on it. I am just very, very curious. Yeah, lithium-ion batteries are really,
Oh
really,
my god, yeah. Don't leave those in charge and then go out.
Absolutely. Oh, Alan Pollock says, oh no, I'm late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early. They arrive precisely when they be due.
Thanks, Gandalf. Kingfisher 1487 says, I have found a drawing of the Northeastern Railway V4 brake van that shows that there is a small lamp bracket to hold the lamp in place on top of the lookout ducket.
Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't doubt for 1 minute. I know that TMC have really done their research.
Yeah.
And actually EFE Rail as well. I know that, for example, friend of the channel, friend of the show, Graham Muskrat, has done a lot of design work for EFE Rail on various different items, including the Southern Railway booster. And I believe he was involved with the Class 74 as well. So I know that, you know, there's some really great attention to detail that EFE Rail do. So I think that is going to be good.
Yes.
Wagons getting pushed around. Not anything important. No. There's an ABC shuttle, so you will see a Gronk going backwards and forwards. There's actually a Class 02 doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, there's a Gronk doing its Gronky business.
Yeah. Almond Bank Model Railway says some insurance companies are advising not to leave lithium-ion batteries on charge overnight at businesses now. Yeah, lithium-ion batteries are, they've been a great boon to society, but they need to be treated with a lot of respect. And be aware that they have a limited lifespan, and if your lithium-ion battery is showing signs of expanding, you need to get rid of it. And don't just chuck it in your wheelie bin and let the bin men take it, because that's how bin lorries catch fire. You've got to make sure that you dispose of them properly, because they can be very dangerous. Sorry, needed a refuel there. We're drinking retro look 80s style diet cherry coke. Oh, hold on. There's a sneeze brewing. Oh, excuse me. I'm talking to Gronks. That Colchester TMD 08, says Sarah Hall. Cheers, Hornby. Yes, there we are. Finally matches the Liverpool Street Pilot. Same livery. I'm still after that Bachmann Model Zone exclusive Liverpool Street Pilot Gronk. But that one I do have it on order. Also, got on order the Class 10. Would be rude not to. So really, really pleased with that. Gosh, you were quick. Also, the Cupboard Monkey has been putting together a little secret project for my birthday. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, where's the Men in Black mind wiper?
You already saw it.
Yeah, I did actually. So what have you actually put it on here? It looks like Durham railway stations on old. Where have you been hiding this literature?
I bought that at Doncaster last year.
Oh right, well you've been hiding it away. So do you
what
want
I've got here is one of the most tiny chassis around.
Yeah, this is for 009.
Yes. So could you read what that is? I believe it's Japanese.
It's
It's a 2 Capel A.
It
says on the top 2 Capel A style chassis. This has been modified by Tram Fabrique. So Sven at Tram Fabrique McNavy, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Very nice looking thing. And of course,
this is for going under a De Winton.
But here's the best part. That's got a big boiler there, and that slides right into there.
They are actually designed for each other.
They are.
Claude Hamilton says, I recently got the Liverpool Street pilot. Gronk will hopefully get the Colchester shunter to join it. I'm very jealous. Now, I've been picked to that Model Zone exclusive around 5 times now. DJ K666 says, I've got a Class 10 on pre-order from Acura. Now, this is the thing where Hornby have made a genius move. They've done the Class 10 with the Tops Blue number. It's like, I'm sorry, Acura Scale, but the 2 versions that you announced look like any other 08. They're indistinguishable to all but the nerds. Because you did the BR Green and the BR Black. I'm sorry, the 2 boring liveries. And the Tops Blue is the one to do. And that is exactly the one that Hornby have done. Moreover, actually, I spoke to Carl Hart. And apparently, yes, I have been the influence for that. So I'm really, really pleased.
Alan
Pollock says, it's my birthday today.
I believe there's also another one. We've got a message saying happy birthday, Vinny, as well.
Vinny from Redbridge Railways, Andy B. So we have
double singing.
Happy birthday to you, squash tomatoes and stew, bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you. Is the Tumble of Clowns in? And the Straggler? Anybody getting flashbacks to Warnerley? PTSD? You don't know, man. You weren't there. James Pett says you are now officially an influencer.
Yeah.
I hate that term. I know a lot of other people do. Like, who does this person think they are?
Yeah.
I think they're an influencer.
The kind of people that embrace being called an influencer aren't.
Yeah. It's like, if you really influence, normally it's because you know you're just like people listen to what you say.
Yeah,
it's
because
not...
you're busy doing something and you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Ruben Ashwell says, happy birthday to all who have birthdays today.
Yes.
I suppose globally
There's
must
probably
be
a couple, yeah.
There's probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
I'd say there's at least half a dozen.
I don't know. Divide the global population by 365.
I don't want to.
I know, yeah. Oh, Ben Tullett says you're a flatulencer. Yes! Yes, you've got the Cupboard Monkeys number. Yes, DJ K666 says, or is it a terror of clowns? Actually, I think we decided on a tumble of clowns. Right. Phil Metcalf says, I have a smoke detector in a room where my 3D printer and modelling stuff is. It's very high-tech planted aquarium next to the desk. Does the CO2 count as fire extinguisher? Yeah, indoors CO2 is perfect for, particularly for electronics. You do not use water and you do not use foam on electronics or electrical fires. The reason for this is because, well, the foam is water-based. And unfortunately, it's likely to cause shorts and cause a bigger problem. The powder extinguishers are generally good on everything, but they're really, really messy. CO2 extinguishers, again, good on everything. However, You can't really use them outdoors because the atmosphere blows the CO2 away, and it works by smothering the fire. And it used to be green fire extinguishers as well, with the BCF vaporizing liquid, the bromochlorodifluoroethylene. But I think they banned that because it's quite damaging if you breathe it in. Peter Joy says, we went to Siston MRC exhibition this weekend. There was a charity called Models for Heroes. Such a great idea for people with PTSD. Absolutely, we've said this time and time again, that model railways, in fact any creative hobby, is really great for people with things like PTSD, depression and such like. The Growler Blackwood Engage featuring the next, halfway in through somebody's conversation. Never the 51st State says, what do you mean one cannot make toasts and take a shower to save some time? No. James Pett says, the old fire extinguisher colours: red for water, cream for foam, black for CO2, blue for powder, and green for BCF. And then Europe went, no, you must make all your fire extinguishers red. Oh yes, because that's great. In a burning building panic situation, it means you have to run up to the extinguisher to go, is this the right one? At least when the extinguishers were all the right colour, it was easy to see at a glance what was in them. So, that was a retrograde step, really. They should have stood up against that and go, no, our system is safer. Having all fire extinguishers red, I think, is just downright dangerous, and it's far inferior to the system that we used to have. Claude Hamilton says, I'm also very keen on the LNER Green K1. There are some lovely models that have been announced from Hornby. A lot of people are saying, nothing in it for me. Tick them off the bingo card. And more from the old tooling. Let's Make Tracks TT120. Actually, no, all the fire talk. It was just because Sir Ken of Patterson had a mishap in his railway room and had a fire, and we were talking about fire extinguishers and the importance of having the correct fire extinguisher to hand. On a model railway, in all honesty with you, indoors, probably one of the best ones to have is a CO2 fire extinguisher, because it's minimal mess. It's not going to destroy your model. If you use a powder extinguisher, you can kiss goodbye to anything that the fire didn't get to, because it will just get everywhere. It makes a horrendous mess. CO2, it's great. Whatever you do, they've got like a little trumpet on the end. Do not hold the trumpet whilst deploying it, because it gets incredibly cold and your hand will freeze to the fire extinguisher. And if you do find yourself in a situation where you've frozen to the fire extinguisher, take the fire extinguisher with you. Don't try and put it down. Don't let any muppet try and yank it out of your grasp. Go somewhere warm and use something like water to defrost so that you don't end up losing your skin. These are all things I was taught when I was in Sea Cadets. Richard Brutus says, I have scale size extinguishers and 00 gauge fire buckets. Oh yes, you used to see fire buckets everywhere. They always got used as rudimentary ashtrays. There's always full of sig dimps in the sand ones. And I can remember being tasked in Sea Cadets going around and topping up the water ones, because you'd get some degree of evaporation. DJK666 says, the H-Class from Hornby is for me. Yes, I've already got mine in South Eastern and Chatham Railway livery on pre-order. But going back to that, we're not talking a massive amount about the Hornby range at the moment. The reason for that is we had a massive live stream, something like 3.5 hours, where we talked about it. So we did talk a lot about all of these, I think for me there's been more items that have been on my must-have list from these announcements than any other. And I think there were new toolings announced. The Clan line in preserved condition is all new tooling, and I suspect that will open the door on the improved merchant navy tooling. cascading down. So we're going to see a retool making its way through. Also, the Class 60 being tooled up specifically for railroad. Very interesting. Really interested to see what happens with that. It was sad in a way that we didn't see some of the older tooled models pass through into maybe a Railroad Plus range. And I was quite hopeful that we might have seen Class 42, Class 25, Class 52, maybe even the Class 58 as well in the Railroad Plus range. So we'll see what there is. Raymond Legs 5508 says the CO2 extinguisher is a no-no on a thermite fire, so as anything water-based as the O part will fuel the fire. I don't know about you, but I don't generally mess around with thermite. Harp Household says we had a fire drill at work and the wind blew the powder all over mine and other parked cars. Had to get it washed off as it went everywhere. It really does. Simon Trains Model Railway says the prediction of the N2 was correct, even though it's a railroad range. Yeah, it's the old tooling. We've got the preserved example in Great Northern Railway livery. I need to find out, actually, if it's DCC ready. I would like to see, at the very least, tooling upgrade for the chassis to allow for HM7000 and sound in that. Hello, can I help you? So, talk to the nice people now that Stinky Bot's come back.
Oh, is Stinky Bot here as well as me? My goodness.
You are Stinky Bot.
Okay. We've had a message through from Andy at Sawyer Models.
Yes.
Saying, can you remind Jenny to promote the Pontefract exhibition this weekend, please?
The Pontefract exhibition is on this weekend. Another great show with a great range of layouts on display and a great mix of traders, including but not limited to Sawyer Models, where you can use your Monday Club badge discount.
Also, he apparently will have some Monday Club badges there, plus what's left of the Jenny wagons, which I thought we'd already got rid of, but apparently not.
So, Pontefract show, you can actually buy them off the Sawyer Models website, so you don't have to wait for the show. But there's a couple of the double O gauge ones. There was one O gauge one that mysteriously kind of reappeared and went, "Hello, I've been hiding in the bottom of the box."
Guess who's back again.
Yeah. Gavin Blackburn says, "Last time I used thermite, we were trying to recover a UFO from the North Pole." That's
I believe there's a documentary.
The thing.
Yeah, I believe that was made into a documentary in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then a crapper documentary in the
Santec
2000s.
Pontefract show. Sawyer Models is there. Somebody said that the Class 58 is actually already due. Class 58 was announced in 2025, due this year. So there we are.
Pontefract show this Saturday and Sunday. The IPMS in Bolton on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember which. Possibly both, I'm not sure.
Redbridge Railways, Andy B says, "Then that bloody music down, I'm trying to sleep." That's not, it's not, no, but Andy, Redbridge Studios, friend of mine, runs a recording studio. I keep reading that and thinking, Andy Wyatt, I didn't know you were into model railways. Right, Mark Waitman says, Northeastern Railway Class O looking good in green, Jenny. Just needs a Northeastern Railway brake fan. Yes. And TMC will be delivering, hopefully, towards the end of this year. It's one of the reasons, actually, I've got that. I call it the G5. I don't know the pre-grouping designations. It's when people talk about the Northeastern Railway T or T1 or P1 or P2. It's like, I don't know. I know them by the LNER designation. So the G5 from TMC, actually, there's some great deals at the moment on for the G5 and the Northeastern Railway liveried one, just like what's going round. They've got them on discount. I think it's about £130, something like that, for the Northeastern Railway one, but it's under 120 notes for the BR and LNER black versions, and they really do look nice. I am quite tempted to get a BR black one as well, because as you can see, it runs really, really super well. There's no stay alive in that. and it just chugs round like a champ.
I think you might need to stay alive in this.
Yes, I'm going to need to consult John JMC, our guru of sound. Not for putting sound in it, but because I need his expertise for DCC and stay alive fitting it.
I mean, there's a slot, but yeah.
There is sort of space, but you need to be very creative. And we know a guy. He's called John JMC, the guru of sound. Not seen him in for ages. Where are you, John JMC?
All is forgiven.
The guru of sound. Also, New Junction. Well, come on back, New Junction.
New Junction. New Junction. New Junction.
Hashtag not a cult. Yeah, so if somebody sees him, do give him a poke. So we miss you in the Monday Club. Along with Call Me Snake. Wait, what happened to Call Me Snake? It was such a cool name.
He probably had to go off and escape from New York.
Yeah, it could have been.
We've had a question here.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh no, it's gone. From Tim Railway saying, have you ever seen a ghost or UFO? I have. There's many things.
Ghost or a UFO?
There's many things in the sky that I don't know what they are. So technically, I've seen a lot of UFOs.
Yeah, UFO doesn't necessarily mean aliens, but yes, yeah. Stevie Film says USG, unidentified slow gronk.
Yes.
Mark Waitman says the G5 are at a bargain price now, but I made my own Northeastern Railway line back from a new casket, otherwise I would have another. Why not have one of the green ones? And they did two different identities of Northeastern Railway green ones, so there's plenty of options there. But yeah, G5 is a really great locomotive. It's done exclusively for TMC by Bachmann. They really, really are good. We did do a full video. We were lucky enough to get the livery samples and put them through their paces.
Okay, here's another thing that is a very serious point from a bit of a jokey question.
What?
Ghosts.
Okay.
If you can see ghosts in your house,
Uh-huh.
get a carbon monoxide detector. This is not a joke.
Oh?
Carbon monoxide poisoning at a moderate level can cause you to hallucinate things that aren't there.
Oh, right.
If you see ghosts in your house, get a carbon monoxide detector. Here endeth the PSA because it's a life or death thing.
Yeah. I know my older sister was renting a house down in London when she, not long after she first moved down to London, and it had an ancient boiler. And she ended up she was feeling really ill all the time.
Yeah.
And the landlord eventually, after much dragging of his feet, bought a carbon monoxide detector.
How quickly did it go off?
She was away filming with, I think, with Time Team that weekend. So she was away all weekend and came back to discover that the neighbours had been worried because the carbon monoxide detector had been going off and nobody could get an answer at the door. So the police had been called.
Oh my goodness!
Because they thought that she'd have been flat out on the floor.
Yeah, they've got to assume the worst.
Yeah, Ham Shackleton, definitely great advice. Detector or open the window and ventilate the place.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a carbon monoxide alarm as well.
I need to get a new one.
Yeah,
I'm sure that one's probably out of date.
Could well be. Yeah, we need to get new smoke detectors as well because they don't last forever.
No, it's the radioactive isotope that's in them that doesn't last.
Yeah, I do know how they work. And yeah, RG Models 86 carbon monoxide detectors highly recommended. They save lives. Right. Craig has a methane detector Spentola. Yes, it's not normally anybody who's sat around going, "Oh, it really hurt."
Yeah, that's called a dog. When the dog leaves, you know there's a problem.
Yeah, Zantek says, I keep my windows on the latch to allow ventilation and keep the cats in. Now, we have some cat news here on the channel. So, we will share with you guys that there will be a new member of the Weir Yard Towers household coming tomorrow. We're picking up our new cat called Lottie. So we will obviously be sharing some pictures on social media, not of the cat up here, not having the cat on the model railway, but we will be sharing some adorable cat pictures from tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. We did have a cat, sadly passed away during the COVID experience. But you know, they are very much a member of the family. We've been grieving for a long time, and now it's time to let another little nugget of fluff and love and joy
I have to admit,
enter our household.
Still a little nervous
Ah,
because, well, I miss Fred so much.
I know, but I think that this is a great way to get over the loss of a pet, is to invite another one into your life.
Not as a replacement, as a successor.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, love cats and dogs. How nice, says Claude Hamilton. Yeah, and Andy Fryers Junction says she's a beautiful cat. Yeah, we've only seen photographs of her so far. She is a rescue. But
She's a British short hair, grey, and loves cuddles.
yeah, DJ K666 says, can the cat climb? Oh, O'Neill's cats do go up in the loft. We don't actually know yet. We'll find out, I'm sure. So, right. Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath says, unfortunately, I'm going to the East Lancs Railway's open house event on Saturday and the IPMS show on the Sunday. Gosh, there's a lot going on. SHGP Media says, I hear it rains cats and dogs. I'm hoping I get a German Shepherd.
I would love a German Shepherd. My biggest issue with having a dog is that Jen doesn't like the smell.
Yeah, it's
all dogs smell to a certain extent, greater or lesser, and Jen is very sensitive to that.
Yeah, it turns out there were many signs about the autism, which I didn't realise were actually signs of autism when growing up.
You got peer reviewed.
Yeah, I got peer reviewed in a tent in Scotland, in Fort Augustus. A whole bunch of autistic people went, so how long have you known you were autistic? It's like, well, I just found out now. But yeah, it smells. I really don't do well with weird smells.
How are you still with me?
It isn't easy, I must say.
Fly My Channel 1, I know exactly where you're coming from because I was in exactly the same situation and I had to do it alone because Jen, during COVID, wasn't allowed in the room. There was just me, the vet, and the cat.
Yeah, and then afterwards I had to go in and I bawled my eyes out.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was... They don't
I'm sorry to hear that, Flymo. I really am.
Oh, really sorry to hear.
Model railway exhibitions must be hell for you, Jenny, with weird smells. Yes, and then some.
Yeah, I do notice some of the smells.
I think we all do.
Yeah, I think everybody does. But, you know, it's just... when you're middle-aged and you've gone through life not knowing you were autistic, but just knowing you were a bit weird, you have coping mechanisms. You kind of learn to pilot your way through life. So
but now you have an excuse. 'Twas the tism, my lord.
Yeah, although I'm a big advocate for not using it as an excuse to basically be a shit.
Of course not. No, I don't like that. I have no problem with autistic people. As you can tell, I've married one. But people that use it as an excuse, and especially parents that use it as an excuse to not discipline their kids and let them grow up feral. It's like, no, you don't get to use it as an excuse. It's a condition that you have to learn to live with. And if you're not preparing your kids to live with it, you're a bad parent. And I'm sorry if that sounds bad to anyone, but you're supposed to be setting them up to live independently as well as you can.
Hold on, let me just tip her off a soapbox. But no, I see it as right. Look, listen guys, autism is your superpower. Use it to your advantage. Yeah. Because it'll let you do certain things far better than anybody else can. You know, it'll give you the edge in certain areas, and you've got to identify your edge, and that is your autistic superpower. Use it well, use it to your advantage.
Mm.
But yeah, going back to the Hornby announcements, I actually, there's probably more that I've pre-ordered this year than I have in previous years. So for me, Seagull 60033, the A4 Seagull, super duper, all singing, all dancing, heavy die cast with TXS and the steam generator. I've gone for that because I need Seagull, and I'm actually also quite curious about the steam generator. Haven't got any of those yet, so that will be a first for me. And as soon as I saw that on the press release, I actually sent Andy Sawyer a message and went, "Get your order in for this. I need one of these." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I kept going through the Southeastern and Chatham Railway H class in the SECR livery. That was another must-have item for me. I've got a pre-order for that because you've got to remember that it's very easy to miss out if there's something that is a must-have item. There seems to be a certain bunch of people that go, "Oh, I'll just wait for the fire sale," and actually you can't guarantee.
Sometimes there won't be one.
Because the Class 74 from EFE Rail, there is no fire sale. They have sold out everywhere. And I know that it was predicted, like, oh, there'll just be a fire sale. But actually, they've proven to be very, very popular and have sold out. And I think that a lot of these Hornby items may well fall into the same category. The Class 08 in the Colchester Depot, Great Eastern Railway livery, that is another must-have item. I've got an order in for that. And, of course, the Class 10. They're the ones I can think of. I think there were some other bits and pieces.
I have one that's on order as well. Now, I don't do double O. I leave that to Jen. I like Engage and TT120. But when I saw that Royal Mail one in railroad
the working
range,
one,
the working Royal Mail parcel carriage or whatever it is, travelling post office, I immediately contacted our guy Andy and said, "I need one of them." And that's odd for me because normally, like I say, I only go for TT120. There are some in the Airfix kit range as well, which I think people would be very interested in.
Grey 84 Muck says Sea Cadets. I was in them as well. TS Queen Elizabeth unit based in Clydebank. Still going strong. Our unit's boat was called the James Caird. Came off the HMS Endurance. Cool. I was heavily involved with the Bolton Sea Cadets, TS Dido. They are still going. But I never got to go on HMS Dido. She'd been decommissioned and scrapped before I joined. So our adopted ship was HMS Beaver. I did get to go to sea.
You went on that one, didn't you?
I went to sea on HMS Beaver for, I think I was away for about 10 days. We actually cruised up to Iceland. And not the one where you can get like frozen chicken nuggets, but we actually sailed up to Iceland. And I got to see Iceland from the deck of a Type 23 frigate.
That must have been incredible.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. We unfortunately we didn't get to set foot on Iceland or anything, but we
might have counted as an invasion.
Well, no. But to actually see Iceland in the distance from the flight deck of a frigate, really was very, very interesting.
I bet it was. So I want to talk a bit about the Airfix announcements because we've had this discussion a few times now in various places, like the Monday Club Facebook group, talking about the difference between having 3D prints, card kits, and plastic model kits for things like castles, buildings, and whatnot.
Right, okay.
Well, there are two buildings in the Airfix range this year that I think people might be interested in.
Tell me more, Sensei.
A Roman fort.
Oh, what scale?
1:76.
Yes. So, and is it like so? I'm already thinking making it into a ruin.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. So
Ooh.
yeah, Roman fort in 1:76 and medieval castle.
Ooh, also make into ruin.
Yeah, both in 1:76. They're the old.
How big are they?
Well, I don't know, but they're the old 70s ones that have come back again.
Yeah, I see. This is what I
the
mean.
moment I saw it, it's like, this is what we need.
Well, this is something, like I said before, I like re-release of old models. What I really wish that Hornby Scaledale would reintroduce are the ruined castle parts. They had Xantex's time team scene.
Yeah, imagine that. You get your
Tony!
You get a scan of your sister with a camera and like some guys digging.
John Gator with his geophys thing.
Yeah, and you have Time Team at work on your layout.
Tony Robinson bounding around with limitless energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, that would be great. I must speak to my sister. Actually,
Yeah.
Model U. Maybe that would be a tie-in. You know, hook up with the Time Team people.
That would be so
I can
cool.
put you in touch, and maybe see about go down to their offices down in London.
Yeah.
And scan some of the main players so that they you can buy them as an archaeology team. I think that'd be nice. Like get a couple of the film crew with the cameras and the boom mic
and a few
stuff.
people actually looking like they're digging.
Mm.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Peter Jackson Cheadle says smart models do a 1970s TV.
They
crew.
do, yes. And
But
so
bear
does
in
Knock.
mind, bear in mind that Time Team is like late 90s through the 2000s.
But
So TV cameras do look a lot different.
So it would be very incredible. Hornby Magazine did a Time Team diorama.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I didn't see that issue.
I bet they didn't put my sister on behind the camera doing directing stuff. No, I think that'd be quite nice. So, anybody from Model U1, if you want to hook up with Time Team, well, or try and hook up at least. I can't promise anything. But my sister is one of the producers for Time Team. And I think that would be a really interesting tie-in
That would
for
be
promotion.
lovely. I would buy one.
57305 Northern Princess says, don't forget Mick Aston. Sadly, Mick Aston has passed away.
Yes.
Gone
but not forgotten.
Absolutely. I love his jumpers. I can be seen wearing the stripy jumpers.
So now we know where you get it from.
Well, yeah. But yeah, no, going back to Scaledale, I really do wish that Scaledale would reintroduce, they did like ruined castle bits and walling. And I think stuff like that is great. I like the stone circle. I've used the Scaledale stone circles twice. Once on Minith Tatus Newydd, and also I bought another set and I've used them on the Weir Yard rebuild. And I think that's one of the great sets. So simple, but so versatile. Dave Holloway says Phil Harding from Time Team lives on my street.
That's cool.
Oh, Tony. 2 bricks together. It's ritualistic. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I always take umbrage a little bit with all of the comedians that do that thing with Time Team, saying everything's ritualistic. Everything is ritualistic.
To some degree.
Going to a baseball game and having a hot dog is a ritual.
Yeah.
Sitting down and watching a film with popcorn is a ritual. We are a ritualistic people.
Yeah. The Growler Blackwood Engaged Lair says, my cat Dougal has joined me on my seat. He's watching Jenny, or it might be the moving trains. He's fascinated. So here we are. Woo,
Yes.
woo.
For those of you watching in 3D, ow.
Ow. Woo.
Hello, Dougal.
Hello, Dougal.
Hello.
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 There we are. Get a piece of string. That'll drive the cat wild. Richard Gruter said, this is the Time Team joke. My friend got a job at English Heritage. His life is in ruins. DJ K666 says, I love Scaledale. Yeah, I use a lot of the walling pieces. Oh, you can see some actually on the screen at the moment. Are you going to Doncaster Model Railway Show? Asks Luz 8793. Yes, absolutely. I'll be there with my dad. Spellio Kier says, with all the laser cut stuff coming out, I think Scaledale is low priority for Hornby.
It does feel like that.
It's a shame. I mean, there's some things which I regard as being evergreen products. Luckily, at the moment, the walling seems to be something that they keep in production.
Yes,
I
you've got
think
some good walling.
I've used a lot of the Scaledale walling, both in Engineer's Blue Brick and the Red Brick with the white stonework, and I think they're absolutely great. They're actually far more versatile than the Scenecraft equivalents. Thank you, Flymo Chairman 1, for sharing the link to the Model U 3D version of me.
Thank you.
Spelliak here says, does Dougal like sugar lumps or to chase the goodies? Raymond Legs 5508 says, I remember when a camcorder was the size of a waste paper basket. I remember when they were actually like, they looked like a TV camera with their own shotgun mic sticking out. And then you had to wear a rucksack that contained what was effectively a car battery and a VHS recorder to be able to record to the tapes. They were quite a piece of kit, and that would have been about 1985.
And then the later version of the same thing with the satchel that had the recording device and the battery in it, and the camera was just the lens.
Yeah, my dad borrowed the one that they used for filming training videos where he worked, and he used to him and the other senior management used to take it in turns to borrow it over the weekends. So our family actually has home video from sort of 1984, 85 onwards.
Still here, I'll be back.
You'll be back.
I want a demonstration of what camcorders became for the type of era that we're talking about.
Okay.
For 90s time team.
Yeah. Ravenheart Modelling says, is this the 4 Yorkshiremen? Oh, you're lucky. I remember when I had to carve each frame on a slate tablet. Slate tablet, luxury. Ian White says, Jenny, so what's your view on Hellion only doing pre-orders for O-Gauge locos? If you want it, you need to pre-order one. I can understand exactly why they might do that. Of late, there's been a lot of unsold stock, and that can be quite a fiscal drag on a company's finances. And I suppose they've taken a view that it's too big a risk to make a batch and then find actually all the people who went, oh yes, if you make this, I'll buy one. Don't. So making it to order effectively, that's kind of something that Rapido have been doing for pretty much forever. So there's nothing new in railway modelling. I suppose that the difference is that Hellion with their O-Gauge are doing what some of the other manufacturers have already been doing. Lose8793 says, will you be getting the Acura Scale 08? Of course. Stupid question. Of course I'm going to get the Gronks. Raymond Legs 5508 says, the shot Orient Express of world, the actual Orient Express mostly. I wonder how they got permission. Money. That normally makes permission quite forthcoming. Yaharik says, I'm not going to do pre-orders anymore. Too long a wait period now. Yeah, I think there's quite a there's a temptation to go, oh, I want one of those. And actually, that isn't really conducive to finances. Right, so what...
That is a compact VHS from the 90s and early 2000s.
So what's that, VHS-C or something?
Yeah.
So here we are, okay, so VHS-C camcorder. There's no battery in it.
Of course there's no battery in it.
Where is the battery?
It's in this box.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So yeah, that's the kind of thing that you would see.
Oh, right, I see. So you could... right, so...
Yeah.
Oh, you need the battery to get the tape in and out.
Yeah, of course you do, because it's a engineered electric mechanism. So what we're talking about is that's the kind of size, at the minimum, that you would need for a film crew.
TV cameras were much bigger than
TV
this.
cameras were, but like I say, that's the size at a minimum.
I mean,
for the 70s.
They filmed an episode of Country File at my sixth form college. Would have been about 96. and I remember the cameras were quite large.
Yeah.
And actually, TV cameras haven't really changed in size and style since the 90s at least.
No.
What's changed is what they're recording to.
But what I'm trying to say is this is the size you would need at a minimum for the 90s.
Yeah. Look at that. Look. Year 2000 compliant.
Yes. So what I'm saying is this is the minimum. If you're looking at the film crew from the 70s, the cameras are even bigger. That's why the one from that company wouldn't be appropriate for the 90s, but would be appropriate for the 70s.
Also, they tended to have them on tripods a lot, whereas by the time you get to the 90s and onwards...
Shoulder mounted.
They're
like
shoulder... Don't
so
keep...
Hold that. Well, I'm trying to do something. Hold that. So, that's your 90s, 2000s. Hold it up.
Uh-huh.
When you get to just after that,
so
they're a little bit smaller.
The next iteration is a little bit smaller. Anyway,
in fact, that's
trains.
The size.
We're
this
here
is
for
the
the
size of the battery pack.
Yeah, we're here
one.
for the trains. Live Steam Nick says, love the professionals. Get your trousers on, Sonny. You're nicked.
Sorry, but
your date function stopped working because the days and dates didn't line up anymore. But the thing was, it was more about big businesses with accounting software and in particular, things like in the food industry. What it would mean would be that your database would suddenly try and junk all of your food because it would suddenly think it was 100 years out of date.
Yep.
So there were instances where it was a big deal. Where it wasn't a big deal was home computing. But it didn't stop the likes of tiny computers, time computers, all those sort of here today, gone tomorrow merchants from trying to convince you that you needed a new Y2K compliant computer.
Most of the time you didn't.
No.
If you had a motherboard that was built from probably the mid-90s onwards, it likely didn't have a problem at all.
Spiliokir says, you should do a video on Jenny's addictions, Gronks, BR Green A4s, Terriers and Improved Engine Green, Biscuits. You don't know the half of it.
You don't know, man. You weren't there.
I have a massive vinyl record collection, and I also collect books, and I also collect vintage lingerie. So, next.
Remember, we used to have a show about your record collection?
We did, but, you know...
No one watched it.
Yeah. Ben Tullett says, still waiting for someone to fit a small camera behind the driver's cab of an old DMU model or a GWR autocoach.
Okay, that is now possible.
The cameras exist for you to be able to do that.
Not only that, but I was watching last week a Scale Extrix channel that put one on top of a Scale Extrix car.
Yeah.
Did a VR link up with it for his headset.
Oh.
And him and a friend raced Scale Extrix as if they were in the cars.
Cool. Kumpenkur Model Railway says the rail industry suffered from Y2K at the start of 1999. Passengers who wanted to renew annual season tickets could not.
Of course, yes.
So there were a lot of instances where the Y2K bug was a very real thing, but actually, for a lot of people it wasn't.
For the average person, no.
Sarah Davis 74 says, you collect massive records. I think what you'll find is I collect massive tunes. It was a radio DJ, so of course I was on all the promo lists. What are you doing?
Well, Ham Shackleton's asked if we have any of his books.
Do we?
Yes.
The fact that you're gleefully giggling and heading off obviously means we do. Exarkun 42 says, what sort of slightly kooky projects are folks working on? Well, for me, I've pretty much finished the Weir Yar rebuild. I'm several videos ahead of where you guys are up to. But I've finished the last major area on the Weir Yard build. We talked a bit about this last week. And there are areas like bits of static grass to renew and titivate. But actually, I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. I'm now starting to think, right, here we are. So, Eric Bray, Tea-Break Tales, there we go. So, yes, we do have one of your books.
I need to get you to sign it.
Yes. So, I'm now starting to think about my HOE Javanese sugarcane railway things. Richard Gruters says, I have over 1,000 singles on vinyl, which I think is a record.
Only one that's more. They're rare, but I never got round to actually
Yeah.
ordering anymore. We've had a busy time.
Raymond Leg says, I remember all the cheesy Y2K based action films that came out back then. Oh yes, if there's a bandwagon, Hollywood is jumping on it. Roger Windsor says, Scalextric fans are cool. They are in the groove, man. Do the hippie shake shake.
In the groove?
Yes. Worthington Model Railway says, I have a collection of robot German cameras from the 30s to the 60s.
Wow.
Got to go, says Yaharic. See you next week, guys. You take care. Always great having you along. And don't forget, everybody, tickle that like button. You know you need to tickle that like button and consider sharing to social media. People on the Book of Face and Instawank and all that sort of stuff need to know. A Flymode Chairman one says, wiring up a new amplifier with HDMI cables, a new area for me. I'm used to the RCA and MIDI connections. I've never thought about using HDMI for purely audio.
I wouldn't if it's over about 3 meters. That
Yeah,
you need
you
to get
can't
between.
have. Yeah, but then again, your hi-fi separates is generally right next to your amp.
Well, depends what you're doing.
Simon Trains Mother Railway. I have peculiar little names for
Yes.
Facebook, Instawank,
Box
and
face tubes.
yeah, and shit talk. As you can tell, I am not big on social media. B. Mozza says, my 2 Rapido custom wagons have been posted. Boom!
Nice.
Nice. Do share pictures with us when you get them. DJK666 says, is that the guy, Dremelegs, is that the guy who got hold of Crimean War era cigarettes and smoked one? Weren't they like basically smoking asphalt?
I'd be very surprised if it was possible to smoke it.
I remember
that.
when I was at university, there was a guy who was doing Russian, and he came back from spending a year in Russia, and he brought back some Russian cigarettes, and it was like smoking tarmac. It was.
Of course it was.
And the thing was, you had to hold them horizontally, because if you turned them like that, all the tobacco fell out.
Yeah.
They really were garbage.
I'm actually surprised the Crimean ones would be smokable, because I know they're dried and all of that, so they will last a while. But the Crimean War was over 100 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
when we were kids.
The problem is that the tobacco would go like dust.
Yeah.
The Growler Blackwood Engage says, need to call it a night, folks, but you take care of yourself,
Growler.
and
for coming
don't
along,
forget,
man.
make sure that you liked and shared before you leave. Roger Windsor says, got the dead rail receivers. They allow for any DCC decoder to work on Wi-Fi without power from track.
That's
Ooh,
incredible.
yeah.
That is
Wow.
incredible.
Wow, that is pretty good.
Roger, is it possible for you to link us a video on how that works?
Yeah. Yeah, Raymond Legg says, in Soviet Russia, cigarettes smoked you. Yes. Oh, dear. So, it's like when you're watching the dash cam videos, you're just waiting for the voiceover to go, in Russia, can't drive you.
Yes.
Night all, keep safe, says AD Pullen. Look, you take care. It's been great having you along.
I do still find Yakov Smirnov funny sometimes.
Who?
Yakov Smirnov. In America, you watch TV. In Soviet Russia, TV watch you. He's the guy that started all that.
Is this a bit like the same kind of meme thing that like the what's his name?
I'm sorry, but the
My brain suddenly
Stephen
got
He.
no the guy like he doesn't go swimming. The water just wants to be around.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck
Good
Norris.
grief, we get there in the end.
Yeah.
What's that, lassie? Jimmy's down the well.
Right. Oh, can you hear the phone ringing?
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello. Oh, hello, Charlie. Great to see you. Hope you're well. Well, yeah, I know it's not a video phone, but that's what I say to everybody. I can't help it. How's it going with the search for the Werther's originals? Have you found them yet? I know, it's like somebody's been in your railway room and pinched your secret stash. Yeah, I'll keep looking out for them. Yeah, okay. See you later, Charlie. Oh, yeah. How's extending your mantelpiece going? All right, you're not sure that you can make it big enough for all the amazing awards? Oh, you just put them on closer together, yeah? Okay, yeah. See you later, Charlie. Have a good, yeah. So, whilst Charlie is looking for his Werther's originals, I bet somebody snuck into his...
Someone snaffled them.
Yeah, yeah.
Haven't they, Jenny?
Hey.
Oh, dear.
I can't get in. Charlie, what's your trick? Oh, they're nice.
I'm sure they are. They're made of sugar. Jenny is not sponsored by Werther's Originals. No.
No.
She's sponsored by Billy's Replacement Speakers. For when you need extra speakers.
Oh my word, it's nearly 8:30 already.
Well, it's 20 past, yeah.
So it feels like we only started 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it goes quick. So in a few minutes we'll jump over to watching some videos.
Okay.
But for now, is there any more news?
I told you all the news.
So let's have a roundup for anyone who's come in late. TMC are doing those new NER.
The North Eastern Railway Diagram V4 brake fans. These were the first development from the North Eastern Railway with the steel chassis. Previous brake fans had a wooden brake chassis. So TMC did drop a hint, and I think pretty much everybody guessed correctly it was going to be a brake van, but this is great news. A North Eastern Railway brake van is just what we need to go at the end of the train. They've also hinted that there are other North Eastern Railway suitable wagons that will be coming later, and so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping they might do one of the pigeon vans. I think that might be quite nice, but I honestly have no idea what they've got planned. We shared with you the cabs that they shared with us. It really does look to be an amazingly detailed model. Again, another big gap plugged in, ready to run models. They're doing this in partnership with EFE Rail, so it's sure to be something very, very special. Expected towards the end of this year, so Q4 2026 is what they're provisionally marking down as expected release date, with an RRP, I think it's £45.95. 8 different versions are initially planned, with 4 different North Eastern Railway versions suitable for pre-1923. With 2 versions in the LNER livery. These vans did, of course, form the basis for what later became the Toad B under LNER when it was built in large numbers with refinements. The vans themselves lasted all the way through into BR days, and the final 2 releases from TMC are in BR livery. So get them ordered over on the TMC website, and they're sure to prove really quite popular. Also a great companion to the likes of the Acura Scale North Eastern Railway 20-ton wooden hoppers. These would be the perfect thing to go on the end of that train. So anybody who's got a pack of the North Eastern Railway hoppers, this is a must-have item. Also, whilst you're there, check out their G5 North Eastern Railway locomotives, the 044 tank locomotives. They've got some great deals on these, including in BR, LNER and North Eastern Railway liveries. So get them whilst they are available. You're not going to see models that cheap again soon.
I am amazed that you just did all of that from memory.
Yeah.
There's no autocue or anything, guys. She just did that all from memory. Amazing.
They've also got their wheel cleaning sets with prices ranging from £22.75 and upwards, and these feature gentler metal brushes to be able to clean the wheels without causing scratching and grooving, so they're much less aggressive than things like the Trix wheel cleaner. They are a bespoke design designed for gauges from N all the way up to O gauge, different packs available to cater for all of those. So a perfect way to get the wheels on your trains cleaned.
And also, a big congratulations to Charlie Bishop from Chadwick Model Railway on reaching 80,000 subscribers.
Absolutely.
Well on his way to getting his plaque.
Absolutely. And you know, we just about nicking his Werther's original. These were, I did buy them at the shop. No, Charlie, these aren't the ones you're missing. But no, Charlie is great. He is an absolute legend in the community. I will not hear a bad word said about it. If you're not subscribed to Charlie over at Chadwick Model Railway, it's well worth going over, taking a look and subscribing. Great content over there. He's a genuine, great, nice guy. And when you see 80,000 subs, it's a genuine 80,000 subs. I know Charlie is very big on, you know, you do this honestly or you don't do it at all. So
Yeah.
he's not somebody who buys subs or buys views. And, you know, I think it makes that achievement even more special that, you know, he does not cheat to get there.
Absolutely, he's one of the good ones.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Colin Edwards says, great bloke. Flymo Chen one says, a genuine 80,000 subs too. Ace one, Charlie. James Pett says, well done to Charlie.
I've never met anyone that had a bad thing to say about him. He's just a real good man.
Absolutely. He's a thoroughly nice guy. And behind the scenes, he helps so many people. So when New Junction's account was hacked by the Bitcoin scammers, Charlie worked ceaselessly in the background, helping New Junction to... what are you giggling for?
I'm sorry, but every time someone mentions Bitcoin, I just remember the little lollipop that I've got in my office, which looks like a gentleman's tool of pleasure, shall we say.
Okay.
So every time I see it, and people talk about Bitcoin, it's like, you can't be properly committed to Bitcoin if you haven't got one of these that looks like a... I'm not going to say what it looks like.
So John Walters says, hello both and all. Hello to you, it's great to see you. Gandalf, wakey, wakey.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. No, Alvin Hurley. They arrive precisely when they need to.
Thanks, Gandalf. And yeah, Raymond Legg says, I love Charlie's videos. He does not condescend less experienced models, unlike some modelers I have seen. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty about Charlie. He's just a genuinely great guy.
Genuine, and that's the thing, genuine.
I know he does watch. I know he doesn't tend to comment, but he is what he's probably blushing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right.
I'll get you next time, Kirky.
No, it's like, shut up, Jenny, shut up. Oh, stop.
I'll get you next time, Kirky.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, next time, Kirky. Stop blowing smoke up my bottom.
So, we do have one piece of news that we haven't covered yet.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Horse Railways has started a business. The Iron Horse 3D printing confabulation.
Yes.
I think I may have made up that word. But
Yes.
Iron Horse is now producing 3D kits and models, scenic models, so you can put them onto your things. And yes, I'm very interested in seeing how that goes. So I've already got it booked that we'll be getting one of each to have a look at, and we'll see how that's going on. Yes, Iron Horse printing concern.
Peter Jackson Cheadle Heath asks, any news on the JK wagons yet? They are coming. We finalised the orders with Rapido, so they're now in production, I believe. So soon.
I've got to write a very big check soon, because here's the thing that some of the trolls keep saying, even though every single time we smack it down, we don't make money off these. We charge them at basically the amount that
what it costs us.
What it costs us.
So if we don't sell them all, then it means that we're out of pocket by the...
So I've got a very, very big check to pay. So I have to buy them before any of you get them.
So, also, David Scott, where's that gone? It just suddenly jumped. Yeah, Iron Horse Railway says, soon, my pet.
Soon, my pretty, soon. Where is it? David Scott there?
Ah, there we are. If I missed the first hour, any news on the new badges? What? Hold on. He's just admitted to listen a big chunk.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. No, are they? They arrive precisely when they mean to.
Thanks, Gandalf. Right.
Hobbits.
The badges have been in the UK for a couple of weeks. The problem has been that the people that we commission them from have not sent the invoice, so we've had nothing to be able to pay them. But, of course, the badges don't get sent to us until we've paid for them. And we have chased that.
I've chased it today, in fact, and last week, and the week before.
So I was hoping that something would be done over the weekend. Hasn't happened. Somebody is in the naughty corner for that.
And it's not me for once.
No. I don't know whether he's watching or not, but send the damn invoice so we can pay for them.
Yes.
Anywho, right, do we have any videos tonight?
We do.
Okay.
We have a few.
Okay,
And they're
right.
not on the loo.
Just like, hey, I can see. And funny enough, it's interesting actually. Charlie said to me, he says, all right, you. People, because I started taking the pee about the Werther's Original thing, he decided it would be funny to have a pack of Werther's Originals at the following Gets show. And he said, found out I quite like them. No,
Yeah, it's the pure sugar, Jen.
they are actually quite nice. So, there we go. They are really nice, actually.
Of course they are.
Put them well over there. There you go. Give them to Charlie.
I'll give them to Gandalf.
There are some of the ochre ones still left, like single-digit figures.
There's a couple. I would not, if you haven't got an ad, if you haven't got an order in at the moment, get it in within the next few days to the next week, because that's how low they are.
There's like something like, what, 4 or 5 of them? It's not a lot of them.
Yeah. I've got one order to go out later today once I've processed it all, but that's about it.
I really do like those Werther's Originals.
Yes. So I'm just bringing up the Monday Club list.
Yeah. You're going on the list. Don't tell him, Pike.
Yes.
Pike.
You're going on the list. What is your name? Don't tell him, Pike. Pike.
And that, to me, that
It's
is
one-
actually the greatest comedy moment ever.
It's don't tell him, Pike, and say no more trick. Oh, sorry, play it cool, trick, play it cool.
Yeah, as he goes through the wine bar.
Yeah, brilliant. So, I'm just bringing up the first of our videos, and this one is from Richard Spadowski at the Alsager Railway Association.
Yeah, Peter Jackson, Cheadle Heath. If they're not here by Doncaster,
Yeah,
I should be very upset because they were supposed to be
Yeah,
here.
we've already done that one, so I'm getting the one after it. That's it. Right.
I don't know. Mint flavoured Werther's. Tell me more, Summer Breeze Model Railway. I didn't know about that. James Pett says the greatest comedy moment ever. Surely the milk float in Father Ted and the song for you. There's some stuff in Father Ted that's good. I love my brick, but I still think that Don't Tell Him Pike is like
The problem with Father Ted is it's from an era of comedy where there's some incredibly funny bits and then a bit of padding until the next really big joke, because it was that type of humour that builds up and builds up and builds up to the big punchline.
Iron Horse Railway says Werther's do a popcorn and it is absolutely
They
amazing.
do what?
We need more. John
Are
Watts
you
is
a
it?
racist now,
I
Father?
hear you're a racist now,
it's
Father.
brilliant. Is that the official stance of the Catholic Church? Are we all supposed to go in on the racism thing? Only I've got the farm and our Mildred to deal with, so I don't think I could give myself 100% to the old racism.
Yes, the chandelier scene from Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, the best part. I'll tell them while I set this up. Have you heard of the thing that was going on with that?
What? Well, they had to do it in one take because they only had one chandelier.
Yeah, so the producer and director told them, if you laugh, you're fired because we haven't got enough footage to make an episode, and the BBC won't take 5 episodes, they'll only take 6. So if you mess this up, the entire show is over with. So I need you to stay straight-faced. Whoever laughs is fired.
Yeah, basically, no matter what happens, run with it.
And you know what happened?
The entire camera crew were presumably stuffing socks in
The
their mouths.
director is in the direct line of sight of both of the main actors as they try to stay completely straight-faced. And he's biting his his hand to not laugh. How they filmed that is incredible. Like, the sheer stone-faced will of these actors.
Yeah. Oh, bigger stickers?
So here we are. We've got a message from Richard Swiderski saying, sent this earlier, a short video of the 71,000 at night time running through Hertford Station. So here we go, the Duke of Gloucester running through Hertford Station. Here we go.
Okay, hit play.
Kick the button. Here we go. Oh, yes, what have the Romans ever done?
Did you check the sound?
Yeah, it's off. What have the Romans ever done? The best one, though, I'm sorry, but no. The best one from that is, the Romans, they all go to the house. It says Romans go home. No, it doesn't. Or the one that I did, and that made you burst into hysterics. Stevens, what is the Latin for love? Amore? Decline it? No, thank you. Here we go.
What's that from?
It's a joke I made up for all over the house, but we never did it as a comic.
You need to do that. That is actually really good.
Whee!
Wow, we won't sell much ice cream going at that speed.
I love the way you can only see the underside of the clouds of smoke because of the lighting.
Yeah,
That was incredible.
Oh, I do love the brown and cream livery on those Mark 1s. With
Yeah.
the Mark 2 on the end as well.
That was lovely.
Great to get such clear stills from the video.
Fire all doors are clearly closed, yeah.
Well, they would be, unless you're shoveling in coal, they would be shut. Infamy, infamy, they've all got it infamy. Is that from, that's from one of the Carry On films?
It is, yeah. People are saying that it's buffered, but again, the stream health is not changing on ours.
And it's not saying any dropped frames.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys.
I think it's safe to say that it's an issue at the YouTube end. So
That was lovely. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much, Richard Swiderski. Great to have that video. Right, who we got next?
I'm just scrolling to Jenny. Really gets upset when I call SECR Seeker.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not that, and I should be slapped.
Almond Bank Model Railway says, I blame DNS. It's always DNS. Yes. It usually is in computer terms.
Yeah, their sale is terrible. Always on. So I'm just going to bring this up on the screen.
Hello, Mark Wilson. Great to see you in. I haven't seen your post before, so we'll get Gandalf earning his Werther's
A
originals.
Monday clubber is never late to the wagons, nor are they early.
Ooh,
They arrive precisely when they mean to.
ooh, lovely jubbly.
Oh man, so this is his club layout, his local club.
That's
This
nice.
looks wonderful.
I like the adverts up on the hoardings on the top of the wall.
Yeah, they look great. So
I mean, this is a
do we know which club this is? I don't think he mentioned the club. Just says a journey south. There's people in that hut on the.
Well, yeah, there's got to be somebody pulling the levers.
Yeah, but you don't see many people actually put the people in the hut. Is what I'm saying. This looks great.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a labour of love. There's all kinds going on.
Yeah.
Oh, look how well lit that is and how detailed. This is Swansea Railway Modellers Group.
Ah,
Thank you. That is lovely.
yeah. Plenty of super quick buildings there. I recognise a lot of the kits.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice.
I've got a set of those coaches. They're the Backman
They're very
bird
nice.
cages. They are lovely. I'd love to get another set, but they are quite expensive, and there's always so many other nice things coming up.
Look how deep this goes, and you can
it
tell from the
fills the
focal
room.
length and deep field that is a big layout.
Yeah.
The layout is called St David's Wells.
Cool.
Right. Is it based on the city of St. Yeah.
Talking about the Swansea Model Rail Club, Guion and Eloise are out in China at the moment, visiting the factories. They've been posting stuff up on the Oxford Rail social media. So it's really interesting to see. Apparently they're getting a lot of good video footage.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see some of that as they put it out. I suspect it might be a little bit slow to come out until they come back because of the Great Firewall of China.
Yeah, but you know,
Nice
we can
scenery.
wait. We've got patience.
Yeah. And the Daypole semaphore signals. Now, the ones on the like the junction signals and the crank signals, they're actually on servos and work flawlessly.
Nice.
However, the single post ones are the awful ones that break all the time.
Mark Wilson has turned up, waxing his DeLorean, no doubt.
Yeah, we took. Mark Wilson, tell me that you're late without telling me that you're late. We
He's
talked
not late.
about Ken Patterson had a fire over Christmas.
He's not late. The time circuits in his DeLorean are just messing up.
Yeah.
God, grief,
But
some of
yeah,
the-
I saw that. We were talking about that earlier on, about the importance of smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and the right fire extinguisher for the
Yes.
job. And what I would say actually is up in a model railway room indoors, the chances are actually that a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher might be quite sensible.
Yes.
However, do be aware, if you let off one of those things in a room with no ventilation, don't hang around too much.
Good grief,
Be
no.
aware that you may asphyxiate yourself.
Look at that. Oh my goodness, the colours, the lights. Oh my goodness, that is incredible.
This is nice.
This is. Oh, look at. Oh my
See,
goodness.
the livery on the 01 in that What If blue is really, really nice. I toyed with getting one, but I didn't. And I kind of wish I had now, but they sold out to pre-order.
Yeah, I can see why. It's gorgeous.
I would like to think that if they did another run of the 01s, that they would repeat that livery, because I think a lot of people did miss out.
This is incredible. I'm loving this.
Yeah, Ben
God.
told that this is a lovely layout, and yeah, the camping coach, I think it might be the ratio kit that's been painted up and repurposed, but yeah, this is really nice. Now, I've got a set of those coaches, though mine aren't with the lighting.
Beep, beep, beep.
The South Eastern and Chatham Railway kind of reddy brown. They're probably one of the more boring liveries that the 4 and 6 wheel coaches got
This is
released
just
in, but
beautiful.
actually very, very useful.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much for sending that in.
No, Flymo Chairman 1, that's the Rapido Trains 01. Oh, apparently Counting Beam says the 01 in blue is still available at Rails.
Oh,
I am all spent up though, but I will have a look at that.
I'll spot you a fiver.
Might need more of that.
Thank you so much for sending that in, RG Models 86. That was wonderful.
You just remind me, actually, I've got a big wedge of £5 notes in my purse.
When you slap your face with them, do you get memories of the club?
Yeah, it gives you flashbacks to the club. Amber Occupy Railway says, yeah, the Bluebell Blue 01 was still at Rails at Sheffield.
Nice.
And Counting Beam says they got one last week. Tullia 1043 says, regarding fires in the home, have you and Jenny sorted out a fire escape plan for your abode? It's a good idea to come up with one.
we have several options.
Yeah, we've got a front door, a back door, and then if you're upstairs, we've also got a an emergency exit window in our main bedroom, where you undo 2 clips and it folds all the way out, and you can actually climb out onto the roof and get down into the front garden. So,
And if you can't get to the front window, it's possible to smash the back window and just get out onto the conservatory.
yeah. So we do have escape routes. The only place actually that is on the one-way out of really is here. But
If there was an emergency situation, I'm pretty sure I could make a hole.
yes, probably could. Yeah, it needs a fire pole down at the loft. Richard Swiderski says, big bag of wedge, that's for the gas, Jenny. No, it's I was owed some money at work because I had to pay for an overnight accommodation coming back on a trip from Devon. So they
you went to the Bond villain, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to see the Bond villain down in Devon, and on the way back, because it's just that little bit too far to get there and back in one day, I stayed over at a motorway services, so I had to pay the overnight stay, and I got reimbursed.
So I've got one thing to say. If you're down at Trago Mills and you get the chance to go on one of their event railway...
Oh, the miniature railway.
Yeah.
What was it, a £5?
I think it was like a £5, yeah.
A £5, and it's not a short trip. You get, I think it's like about 3/4 of an hour. Even if it's not, they do a Christmas and they do an Easter event and a Halloween event where it pulls into that little pull through. But even if you just go on the main ride, it's like about 45 minutes. It's a long journey.
It was really good.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And for a £5, you can't be robbed.
I couldn't believe how cheap it was. But that Christmas one, for the same amount of money, we had 45 minutes go around on the steam train.
And then we went to see the...
We visited Santa.
Yes.
The kids that were there got a present. We said...
We got a photo.
No. We did
get
a
photo.
photo.
We said to Santa, I'm very sorry, we're just here for the train journey.
Yeah. So, visited Santa, got a present, trip on the railway.
But also,
amazing.
can I just say, and we also went to the model... Oh, look at that cheeky little thing. It thinks it's going to escape whilst I'm looking. We also went and saw the Blue Peter model railways. You'll have seen the video on the channel. But I keep telling you guys, the scenery and the track they've got on sale in the shop is an RRP of like 10, 15 years ago. Pico track, woodland scenic stuff is incredibly priced. It's like less than half what you would expect to pay for it now.
But not just that.
Fill your boots.
Because we went on the railway,
we got
into the model railway free.
It's only £1 if you have to pay. It's not breaking
But even
the bank.
so, I thought that was an incredible deal. We had a lovely
Mark
day
Wilson, Trago Mills. It's near Newton Abbot. Well, the one which we're talking about is near Newton Abbot. They've got one in Merthyr Tydfil, one in Liskeard, one in Falmouth as well. But particularly the one in Newton Abbot, and it's like what's the best way to describe it?
It's a shopping centre and wildfowl park.
Yeah, and there's also like amusement stuff, so you can go on the dodgems, the water rafting thing, the miniature railway. It's like a bit of everything.
We had to stop at one point to allow a peacock to go past. It's that kind of place. It's just nice. So we've got a message here from Going to the Dogs, who says, we've got a video here for you from, where is it? I've lost it. From 8th of December 2025. Here we go.
So is this, alright.
Yeah.
Hit the lever!
Now, he hasn't told me what's in it.
So if it's Iron Horse Railway, swearing and farting, we do apologise.
Here we go. Something different. Nibbles Railway Cafe. Okay.
Rye Road, Newenden, Kent. Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, is this the one where your stuff gets delivered by train? Wow, that's quite a collection of... it's mostly LGB, but... Oh. Bachman Percy. There's a G-scale.
Yeah.
An even crappy Potter.
I like that orange one.
Yeah. Oh, Toot Toot. It's the cheeky one. I always thought Thomas was too big for his buffer beam. Oh, nice. Toot Toot.
This is lovely.
This is nice.
Next time we're down in Kent, we've got to go.
Yeah. This is nice.
I'm liking it, yeah.
Multi-level, multi-train, multi-pass. Corbin Dallas multi-pass.
This is just, proper fun. Wow, that looks incredible.
Yeah. Very Christmassy.
The frosting on it has really brought out some of the details.
Yeah.
Fiona, nice.
I honestly thought the trains were going to get used.
Hector 1!
Nice. And a Gronk! Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Gronk it up! Hashtag not a cult for legal and tax purposes.
A Gronk pushing Ecto 1. Oh my goodness, it delivers food. And drinks.
So it does! It does! Oh!
Oh!
Nice!
I need this. I need
it! I need it!
Oh.
Oh wow, yeah.
That
yeah.
is
Valley's
fantastic.
56XX, not a cult.
And you can sit outside in the... Oh.
In the pods. Ooh.
We need to visit this. I need to go.
If we're in the area,
Yes.
we're going. So there, booking required to avoid disappointment.
Yes, I can imagine it's going to be fairly
popular.
Popular, yes.
So thank you
so
much. Really great.
Thank you so much for sending that. Oh, that is wonderful.
Old cable car, says Ben Tuller. Oh.
Yeah, they look.
Anthony says looks a great place to visit. James Pets approves of railway delivery. Absolutely. So Peter Jackson Cheadle here says, Jenny, don't forget Ellis Clark Trains are doing some quad arts in LNER teak livery soon, as seen on New Junction's layout recently. Oh.
Very nice.
Ooh. Well,
New Junction with the old exclusive.
yeah. What? Hold on, we're sponsored. Why didn't we get the exclusive?
Because they like to pass them around every now and again.
Yeah, I'll have to chase up our invite to go and visit New Junction. Actually, we haven't been.
We have to go
He
visit
did-
Ellis Clark as well.
Yeah.
I need to prod the second-hand boxes again.
Oh yes.
I really, I should have not listened to you and just got the T-scale stuff that he had.
Okay.
Because I really like tiny stuff. Okay, right, here we go. Ewan says, didn't realise you can copy a link to a video from Facebook. Link below is a running session that he messaged me about. Okay, let's have a look.
Just check on the sound because it'll try and go.
It will.
Billy's replacement speaker.
Yes, it will. No doubt it will. Right, let's see. What have we got? Will it allow me to full screen it?
We have found in the past though that it's killed the bandwidth.
It does.
Right. So do I?
It's not entirely full screen, but here we go. You okay?
There we go. It's
So this is
it is stealing all of the.
This is straight from the Facebook group.
Uh-huh. You know, you're showing everybody my my bookmarks.
No, never mind. This looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
This
Good
is-
night to you, DJK 666.
This is Blackwood Engage. There we go. So this is
Oh.
Engage. I thought I couldn't reach. Right.
So,
are we back?
Yeah, it's Facebook. Facebook absolutely cames the computer's resources.
Facebook is resource heavy and screws us over.
Yeah, because it's written by the tech bros
Unfortunately, yes. But you were
with
mentioning
vibe coding.
you were mentioning something.
What?
You were talking about something that someone had mentioned.
Some-
Union Pacific or Northern and Southern. The question.
Right.
Tell you.
The
10.3.
diesel that's the Santa Fe diesel that's going around was given to us very generously by an amazing Monday clubber at the Rattery Small Train Show, and basically I said I'd do a restoration on it. I haven't done a video, but I have got it running. As you can see, I thought the best way to show that off was to have it trundle around Weir Yard. Now it handily enough has NEM pockets, which is quite unusual for US outline stuff. Usually they don't. They kind of have this almost like a screw-in thing, which means that you can't easily put UK couplings in them. This particular one actually though, yes you can. So I have, and that is why the Santa Fe diesel is able to haul a rake of UK outline coaches.
So I want to follow up with this. Last year, Craig, Iron Horse Railways and I, when we were at Doncaster, we were seeing so much American HO stuff.
Yeah.
And we genuinely thought it would be possible to get not just a locomotive, but an entire model railway
And you did, didn't
for
you?
about £150 in HO.
Yeah.
So, if anyone is looking out for this stuff, get yourself to Doncaster.
Yeah.
I really think you'll have a whale of a time.
So, Harp Household has turned up late.
A Monday clubber is never late to the wagons. No, are they early? They're right precisely when they need you.
Thanks, Gandalf. And Colin Edwards, look, you take great care of yourself. It's been great to have your company. Don't forget, everybody, hit that like button. Consider sharing to social media. And if you haven't already done so, then do subscribe to the channel. And just looking down, there's another comment I needed to read out as well. Raymond Legs asks, what brand is that US loco? It's actually Bachmann. It's a Bachmann, a USA locomotive. Great stream tonight, says JTG Werewolf. Good night from Glasgow, everyone. See you all next week. Stay safe. Happy modelling. Mr. Davil43 says, sitting in a local coffee shop last week, I suddenly noticed on the wall next to me a set of plans for the local signal box dated 1932. Wokingham box is set to be demolished soon. I'm sorry to hear that. Right.
So our final thing for tonight.
Okay, we're going to run a little bit long, but
well, no, it's not going to be a video. Yeah. We've had a message from Let's Make Tracks, who says, good evening, ladies. Some photos this time. I got a laser cutter for Christmas, and I'm now learning the path. That is cool. That is really cool. Below is my attempt at a fire station and Farquhar from the Thomas series. Both are works in progress.
Ooh.
So this is his own laser cut stuff.
This is really good.
That looks fantastic.
That is actually.
Yeah.
Next slide. That's coming together really well. So
yeah.
That once you get the printed stuff on the outside, look how it comes together.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
That really is good.
Yes.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
Really look good. Incredible stuff.
Spellier
Well
has
done,
just
man.
been on the TMC sale and picked up a BR Apple Green J36 for £107. Oh yeah, there is that deal as well. They were sharing my video on that very locomotive. They've got a deal on, well worth getting actually. The J36 is a great locomotive, and that's a very eye-catching livery. So anyway, we've come to the end of the Monday Club, but do not fear, because the Game Hammer Classic Gaming All Request Monday starts up at the end of this stream. So what have you got for people on this live streaming experience as it continues?
Well, of course, it's all request. So if you ask for a game and I've got it, we'll play it. Last week we were actually playing an unreleased Amstrad CPC game of Thomas the Tank Engine, The Race, where Thomas raced a bus.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Which was actually a lot of fun. We enjoyed that. But
Topsy
you've just thrown a duck.
Topsy got so excited, the duck
thrown
fella.
the Quackton.
Yeah.
But tonight...
The quack force of elite ducks.
Tonight, the only one I've got on the request list is Toy Story on the Game Boy.
Okay.
Which we'll be playing on the Game Boy Player from Super Nintendo. Also
Excellent.
known as the Super Duper.
Super duper duper. So there we are. But right, anyway, we've got something a little bit different to play out on, though, haven't we?
Well, I'll have to set it up and run it from two different things, and that will mean that you can't talk because the sound has to come through.
Oh, don't bother them. We'll just go to...
I told you I didn't have time to...
Yeah, look, just... okay, so we've not got something different for the end, but
we
we're
will
going to...
have something different next week when I've had the time to run it.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.
Jenny loves you, diesel shunder. In the yard, you're no front runner. Unappreciated, slow and steady. Metal beast, you're always ready. Back and forth with wagons trailing. In the yard, you're never what you're worth. Grunk the 08 unsung hero. Diesel hard, but love is zero. Jenny sees your true intention. Endless work without a mention. Slow and steady, never flashy. In the yard where tracks are trashy. Jenny knows your secret song. To her, you're where you belong. Grunk it up, grunk it up. You're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Grunk it up for what you're worth. Grunk it up, you're the one who fills the cup. Pull those wagons back and forth. Grunk it up for what you're worth. Grunk it up. Grunk it up. Grunk it up. Hashtag not a cult.
The train now departing is the 2104 service to Bolton Trinity Road, stopping at Grove Street Yard. Midleth Tatis, Tatis Newydd. Boxton on File, Boxton Junction. Hoggleton on the Hill. Eindhoven, Pittsburgh somehow. Udsvarding, Packham on the Back. All change at 3 cocks for Lord Hereford's Knob. And then on to Bolton Trinity Road. That's the 2104 service to Bolton Trinity Road. If you go up to the loft today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go up to the loft today, you'll never believe your eyes. For every train there ever was is gathered there together, because today's the day that Jenny does the Monday Club. Good night.
We've got a new request stop at
Fanny Big.
Fanny Big.
I'm not saying that one in the way that you want, because
Surely it'd be
naughty and dirty, and you should be ashamed.
Surely it'd be Fanabig. Fanabig. In Welsh, it's not pronounced the way you think it is.
No. The Romans, they all go to the house.
No, it says Romans go home. No, it doesn't.
Right. I'm off to see my computer about doing a show.
Okay.
And wherever it may flow. I have no idea what that tune was about.
You know you're on camera.
Am I?
Yeah, I could just see you in the background. Come on, hurry it up.
Voice off, all years.
Yeah, you take all your garbage away. Look at you, spreading all your crud everywhere.
You love it, you love it. You know you do, you love it.
Why have you left all the biscuits up here? You're supposed to...
Because I've only got so many hands.
Oh, well, you'll have to come back up then. Do you need me to pass stuff down to you?
No, I'm not coming back up.
Well, I'll pass
I
it.
am actually. I'm coming back up for my can, not can, my glass.
Okay. Okay, so we're just hearing word that Gamehammer Classic Gaming is on the verge of going live. So we're going to be drawing to a close up here at Weir Yard. But you're all welcome to head on over to Gamehammer Classic Gaming for your live streaming goodness to continue. All you have to do is, when you get the prompt, click the button and you'll be whisked straight on over for All Request Monday. But from me, Gandalf, Topsy Toaster, the Tumble of Clowns, the Straggler with the Trombone, and all the fun up here, this is your online model railway community, and it's been an absolute honour to hang out with you tonight. We'll see you again next week, and in the meantime, do check out our videos as they go up throughout the week. The best way to do that is, of course, to make sure that you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. And before you go, if you haven't already done so, do please tickle that like button and consider sharing the stream to social media. But until next time, this is me, Jenny Kirk, saying take great care of yourself. Happy modelling. Bye for now.